Pisces, your channel messages for the 13th and 14th of June. Pisces, your channel cards are Mercury, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So Pisces, I believe that you are a mother. And I'm not sure if you're a struggling mother, Pisces, but I'm getting you're a very religious woman or you're a God-fearing woman. I'm getting something about either you're being charged for theft, or I'm getting something about your son stole, and I'm getting you saying you're going to turn your son in because you're a God-fearing woman, and you never raise a thief. I don't know if your son into scamming online or identity fraud or credit card scamming, or I don't know what his son into. No, I'm kind of getting your okay. So here's the thing. You say, Pisces, especially if you're a grown woman older than me and you have a son and the son never have the father around and you're struggling, your son do not care as to what him going to be in life. Now you might say, son, go through school, get an education, get a scholarship, become a doctor, become somebody good. Your son, you see the sperm that was laid in you moves as quickly as your son. Your son is not into going to school and getting an education and don't have a father. Your son is into making quick and fast money, and his excuse is going to be to provide for you. No, it is on the son's side is a slap in the face where him will scam and risk going to prison all because he wants to see his mother in luxury. But it's also a slap in your mother's face to know that she has raised a thief. And she might be like, son, I know that you want to see me nice cars and nice things and I can't afford it, but scamming wasn't the way. Well, it was the way he knew. And he didn't have a father to teach him. I'm getting you telling your son you don't want none of the money. Because I'm getting your son I give you money. And you said, no, I don't want the money. I don't know where you're getting the money from. I don't know if the money is thieving money, is scamming money. Police get caught. I don't know what happened. Because I'm getting your son I try to give you money or him say you're ungrateful. I'm getting in your son, because I'm getting your son don't have no girlfriend. Your son don't have no wife. Your son don't have no kids. So I'm getting his motivation for doing this is not him living a fancy life. I'm getting ask the Yahoo boys. Majority of them when them commit them so-called life to this magic to get so much money, all them talk about is taking their mother out of the ghetto. Taking their mother off of the floor. Cause me come from places where my family used to sleep on blood clot floor, right? Some saying you're saying that listen, you don't really care about moral righteousness. Evil people get away with scamming people all the time. Evil, the rich evil. So I mean, if me take money from them, what is the difference? Me getting your mother says she don't want the money, she don't want to take no part in it, and she says she'll tell the police upon you. I'm getting you have a decision. Do you turn your son in for his crimes committed, or do you leave your son? Maybe you fear that your son fast life will make him end up 6 feet under, and you rather your son go prison than die. You rather your son spend time in prison than go into the morgue. I'm getting your son now hear you. I don't know if your son is in any type of violent activity, but I definitely know him into scamming, buying and selling of information. I don't know what your son do. But me getting you saying this is not the man who me raised. Me getting you have a tough decision, ma'am. You say you're going to bring in your son. Now, me going to tell you something, ma'am. You see, if your son never kill nobody, you see, if your son not scam no old people in a nursing home out of them savings, if your son is scamming other people who rich and can make back the money, why are you going to turn your son in? I mean, yes, your son is a criminal, but you did not set a good foundation for your son. You fucked a man who did not commit to you. And even though you have done no control over the man you slept with, you have no control over the actions of your son. Now, your son is doing it in the name of his mother. And I'm getting your son feel very fucked up because, again, him risking life, him risking reputation for feeding mother, for giving mother what she wants, and the mother refuses to take the money because she's a woman of God. Sweetie, God never help you. And let me tell you something, if there's one thing we learn about blood clot, God, if there's one thing I learn about Jesus, he must send criminal in your way to help you. That's why Mary Magdalene was sent on Jesus' path to help him before him dead. God, why would God send a sinner to mingle with Jesus? if Jesus was pure. Sometime when me learn, God will send you one criminal with a blood clot police record. Somebody who has a fucking probation officer to help you. And then when he don't help you, God will make him abandon you. No, I'm not saying that your son should be a sacrifice, but I'm saying if your son put it upon himself to be a sacrifice for his mother since he had no father, do not add salt to the wound. He has already been rejected by his father. Him don't want to be rejected by his mother. And again, you never grow your son for nothing illegal, but you did not choose a man to walk out on you either. And that's one thing as a woman and I have to understand. Whether it's your husband, whether it's your son, whether it's your brother, you are not a man. He's a woman. Your thoughts are of a woman. Your actions are of a woman. And even though you are disappointed in, of course, the masculine energy, and even if you raise the masculine energy, you don't have a say. It could have been worse. He could have abandoned you for a woman. Him never did it. Like what your baby father did. Because I know a lot of sons that don't grow up with them father end up find comfort in girlfriends and spend all of the money upon the girlfriends even though the mothers are poor. Take a woman like Miss, what's your name? What's your name? Take a woman like Miss Ronna. Good morning, Miss Ronna. Good morning, Miss Ronna. Take a woman like Miss Ronna. She never raised her son for smoke weed. She never raised her. You think Miss Ronna didn't want to say popcorn, be an artist? God knows the biggest fucking accomplishment Miss Ronna had received was popcorn being with Miss Jamaica Tony and sing, right? But you look like brother boy snap that whole time fucking mouth, right? Any fucking ways that's she was blessed. Miss Ronna is a church woman. You think if popcorn commit no blood clot crime, she got to turn him in? She's going to pray to God for him to not get caught and come out of the lifestyle. That's what she gonna do. As a God-fearing woman. You have two types of Christians. You have the hypocrites and you have the one them who will worship God but they understand that men makes mistakes. And Miss Ronna knows say chances are popcorn not get up every day and pray. So she have to pray for him. She have to put protection work over him. You think Miss Ronna did grow? You think when Miss Ronna had popcorn at a puppy before the popcorn, the little, you know, before it pop? You think when Miss Ronna had him as a popcorn seed, you think she planned for him for going on music and for sing about pretty little black skin girl? Woy. Pretty little light skin girl, right? You think she did plan for him for sing them song there? You think she did plan for him to smoke weed? That's not her plans. I'm sure she had more religious plans. If her choice would let her, popcorn would have been in the church. But she's a woman. She cannot control the path her son is put on. She only can guide him, be beside him, and pray for him. I don't believe that she would rat out popcorn if popcorn did anything crazy. And I never seen popcorn's father, to be very honest with you. She don't even make girl go in a popcorn here unless popcorn needed a professional stylist. So she had the popcorn here. She don't even make nobody touch him head. So I'm just saying, the story of Jesus talks about Jesus being crucified. The story of Jesus talks about Jesus supposedly dying for other people's sins. So if your son decides to take on sins because his father was not there, I don't believe that it is morally correct for you to punish your son. You don't have no loyalty to your son. I am not saying that's an excuse for your son to be a criminal, but I'm saying you need to understand where your son has come from and why him doing what him doing. It is in the name of you. Let's go ahead and go into your reading. Pisces. Because I'm getting there's a lot of things that happened to your son. You don't know. And you're saying, oh, you're a Christian. You don't want this in your house. Oh, you got to throw it your son because your son has scam. Just like how you got to throw it your daughter because your daughter sell pussy. Okay, but you eat. Where was her father? You had a responsibility to make sure you chose a man to be there for your daughter. No man is in the house. So now when she pick up other men who is providing for her the same way your man was supposed to provide for you, you don't like it. You say she devilish. You say she's a Jezebel. You mean like you can't keep a man? Let's go, Pisces. First card out is the Ace of Wands. Okay, that could be something about your son sell drugs. You know if a drugs him sell or him smoke. Alright, because the Ace of Wands can be something being lit. Alright. I'm sure Miss Rana never planned for popcorn smoke. No, that's not what she wanted. But she's a woman. This is one thing women need to understand. You have a place. You need to learn your blood clot place. Certain time you can cuss and go on bad because sometimes these men don't know fuck. You see other time, you have to learn say them a man. Them don't bleed. Them don't carry a baby. The sympathy that we have, they don't. That's why they will cuss you about abortion. But the man who gets pregnant will tell you forget an abortion because they're not ready for a baby. We have the King of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting something about your son sell drugs or something about your son smoke. We have the 10 of okay, 10 of Swords. We have a death. You're getting an overdose. So I don't know if your son sell drugs and your son sell fake pills. I don't know if you must sell plastic marijuana, synthetic weed. Cause me getting your son, okay, well there's, I don't know, then you're probably gonna have to turn in your son then. I don't know if your son sell synthetic shit. Me getting your son cause the death or the overdose of somebody because of his product. Now, I don't know if your son said that him a come home and him get robbed and a man try to rob him. I don't know if your son did fuck up the man, if your son did kill the man in a self-defense and ran home. I don't know if there's on the news a man died, a man found beaten to death. But me getting your son did do it. And me getting your say should you turn in your son. Don't turn him in. This is my opinion. Cause me getting your son and say, you know, so one man try to rob me and me freak out and me accidentally kill him. Why you tell the son for go police station for blood clot or what? Look how much time police kill people innocently. No. That's why you're not for rob. I don't know if your son did stab him up. I don't know if your son did use him fists. I don't know what your son do if he never a gun. But I'm getting your son did kill somebody because of self-defense. And him run home and he must tell you. And I don't know if you say, oh, you can't hide the secret or, you know, you're not a this woman. Okay, what if your son is dead upon a robbery? Then you would have been balling out for your innocent son. I wouldn't turn him in if he did accidentally kill a man, or if he did kill a man because he might get robbed. I wouldn't turn him in. If that's not it, me getting something about maybe a selling laced shit, then I would turn him in. Cause you just make somebody blood clot overdose. We have the 5 of Cups, yeah. Me getting something about a Scorpio, or something about your mother come. I don't know if your son kill him girlfriend and him come to you for hide it. Would I turn him in? Cause I'm getting something about smoking or something about after you smoke, for some reason you feel very, very depressive. I don't know if that's what somebody's trying to do to you. They might try to get you to smoke with them. It's like you're going to smoke with them and while you get high, somebody poison your brain. While they get high, and you speak, your brain is more sensitive to frequency, they might poison your brain. And because you're already open, because you're upon drugs, you absorb all of this poisonous energy and this hate speech and this hate. And then when you're alone, you feel terrible. The Ace of Wands is clarified by the 7 of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting theft. Your son steal. Something about thieving. I don't know your son thief. Him thief drugs. Him thief drug money. You don't have to report him. The cartel's going, the fucking mafia going to come for him. I'm getting something about drugs. The King of Swords is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Cups. The Death card is clarified by the Knight of Wands. And the Five of Cups is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, did your son hurt him girlfriend? I don't know if this is your daughter. If your daughter did something. Because the Knight of Wands is clarifying the Death card like somebody crash. Did somebody shit get laced? I'm getting somebody lace somebody shit. It could be alcohol, or I'm getting something about this Gemini man. Him could be Libra or Aquarius. I'm getting, yeah, try to get rid of this girl. I'm getting she not leave it the fuck alone. I don't know if she hit you. Right? But I'm getting, I said the only way I can get rid of this girl is if I get her in a problem with the police. I'm getting a lace or shit. I don't know if you lace or shit and a poke her. I'm getting a lace or shit and she start getting very irrational, hitty, violent. I'm getting a call the police. And she going to get irrational and hitty on the police too. So now that's a double charge. I'm getting that's the only way could I get rid of this woman. Is somebody Asian? I'm sorry, I don't mean to. But I mean every woman like Indian women like to hit. You know like them culture, them hit. Asian women will hit too. Them have a hitting culture. Black women will hit too, you know, but them not have that culture. We don't have that culture. Black women don't. You have black women who will hit. And you every time that I come around, build me up and take like that fucking bitch who I hit the guy with tears in her fucking eye. And him now move and she fat like a blood clot wheel. Yes, you have black. Every race will hit. Every race will hit. Like the girl, you remember the streamer was in the car with a nerdy guy and she hit him in her face because I fuck on her. Every girl will hit. But certain races are kind of known for hit them men. Indians and Asians. They will hit them men. And the men won't hit them back. Sometime when the black girl hit the man, they will hit the man, them will hit them back. Sometimes white man will hit them back too. Indian man, yes and no, because you have the extreme to Indian men, them will fucking behead you. And you have the extreme to Asian people, them will kamikaze themselves. But we know that usually in the Asian culture and Indian culture, the women will hit the men. Not the sons, the men. And the men won't really retaliate. That much I kind of know. The Indian and Asians. And you should fucking know for all of the Caucasians walking around talking about nigga, monkey, nigga, monkey. Sweetie, the black people them replace the white people them with Asians. If a blood clot know that. Pussy hole. Asian is the new Caucasian. You never know that? You have to know that. You gotta see the whole of the black people them hang on with Asian girl. You gotta see the black girl them apart with Asian girl and the black man them apart with Asian man. Watch. We're replacing the blood clot Caucasians with Asians. So you can stay there and act as if you are still superior, even fucking though Iggy Azalea did not recover from making that nigga impregnate her and she never got a fucking baby shower. So you go on. You fucking go on. We're going to you hear me tell you? You hear my blood clot tell you? They're replacing, even though 85% of Africa speaks French. So niggas were supposed to be in Paris. But I am just telling you from blood clot, no, if those niggas who speak French also speak English, they might replace the white people. The white, okay, so we're going to rewrite the story, and the white are going to be no Asian. And they might keep the black, because usually it was black and white. They don't want to put no black person and white people together. And at one point, they were only putting Asians and white people together. The one of the blood clot black people, them are going to replace them with blood clot Chinese, Japanese, Philippines, Thailand. Anyway, a blood clot Asia, they're going to replace them now. So act like you irreplaceable Caucasians. We're going to replace you with some fucking Asians and see. And the food was better anyways. So it is a win-win. Black people usually have good food. Can you imagine being invited to an Asian Blasian barbecue? A Blasian? Because white people be talking about, oh, we invited to the barbecue because you don't listen to fucking 50 Cent. That's fucking why, right? Okay, fine. And okay, and I won't lie, sometimes, especially in Quebec, I did like sweet. I did like the potatoes with raisins. I'm not going to lie. I have had potato with cranberries in it for Thanksgiving and I loved it. It was a different taste, but at the same time, Asian people have a better palate. Can you imagine? Barbecue, summer, mandarin, and fucking jerk chicken. So you walking on thin eggshells, motherfucker. You need to watch how the fuck you step in before you step out of the name of motherfucking love. Me getting something about your son or your daughter. Your daughter is convicted of something. Me know if your daughter did lace you. Me know if me getting somebody should get laced and them dead. Or me getting again, you couldn't get away from this woman and you said the only way me can do this, me have to trick her. And me getting somebody drunk, they got irrational, and me getting that's how me getting them in a police custody. And me getting you feel bad, but you're saying this is what I was dealing with anyways. Me just had to kind of manipulate something. We have Ophiuchus. We have Wednesday. We have Shark. We got the number 5. And we also have Aquarius. I'm going to leave it here. Pisces. Until next time. Goodbye.